Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our F1 2017 career mode. This time we are in Spa-Francorchamps, the Belgium Grand Prix, and here is our lap in qualifying one. Of course, Spa won't be that good of a circuit for us due to that massive Kemmel straight, but like the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, it does have a technical middle sector that we could make up time in. So running up to the line for our first lap, we will go 6th, but unfortunately that is only good enough for 18th in the grand scale of things, and we'll also be taking a couple of engine penalties, so that will drop us down to the back of the grid. Luckily for us though, it will be a entirely wet Grand Prix, so there will be chances for us to make our way through the field. As you know, our two wet races that we have competed in, we have done actually very well in. But here we go, we build up the lights to 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. From the back of the grid, it is a pretty poor start for us as we pull in behind Marcus Ericsson. We actually dive up the inside of quite a few cars here. We don't go up the inside of Daniel Ricciardo though, as he could have maybe turned in on us, and that would definitely not be a good thing to have a half front wing so early on in a long Grand Prix that we could make up spaces in. But at the end of the Kemmel Straight, we will go up the inside of both Daniel Kvyat and Daniel Ricciardo. We do have a bit of a tank slapper on the apex of Les Combes, and we have to pull out of that one, but we get a brilliant switchback on the Red Bull of Ricciardo, and that promotes us up into P13 already. So that's 7 positions made up in the first lap, and at turn 1 of the next lap we will go up the inside of Nico Hülkenberg. It is quite a slow move, but we don't want to go charging in that early. So that's P12 and 8 positions gained, so very strong start. And at the end of the same lap, Esteban Ocon is getting caught out by his teammate, who looks to have half a front wing. So yeah, he definitely has half a front wing going wide through Blanchimont. We will go to the inside of Ocon and Perez as well into the bus stop chicane, and that is us up into the points already. So we've halved our grid position in basically 3 laps, and from then on we were pushing very hard, as you can see, getting very sideways at the top of Eau Rouge and Radion as we try to chase down the pack in front of us. And on lap 6 we have been putting in quite a few very fast laps, and it has looked to pay off slightly as Magnussen has made a mistake up ahead. We aren't close enough, unfortunately, to make the move on him, but we have closed up quite a lot, and we could size up a move on him into the bus stop, as we have done quite a lot so far this Grand Prix. Here's a replay of what happened to Kevin Magnussen as Sainz goes up the inside of him into Les Combes, and the Dane just gets a wheel on gets his outside wheel on the white line, and that causes a lock-up and he runs wide. Unfortunately, we couldn't really do anything in the way of attacking Magnussen, but so just 3 laps later we will peel into the pits for our one and only pit stop. It is a little bit early, about 3 laps earlier than planned and than anyone else will be doing. So yeah, we will have a bit of a short undercut on, or a bit of a long undercut actually, of a couple of laps rather than one on the rest of the field, and maybe we could even jump that group that we were chasing down. We come out right behind Daniel Kvyat, who is yet to pit, so that is all good. And in P30, at the end of the next lap, at the end of that lap, sorry, Daniel Kvyat will peel into the pits, and we are released into some clean air. And in P12, and at the end of the next lap, so lap 13, Carlos Sainz is coming out the pits. We have jumped Magnussen already, and we will be drag racing Carlos Sainz on the run down into Eau Rouge. It's side by side, and this might be an amazing move. Around the outside of Sainz we go up at Radion in intermediate conditions, and that is a very nice move. Lots of bravery required to do that, and unfortunately we have to wait 9 laps almost for our next bit of action, as Daniel Ricciardo is chasing us down. So he's caught up to the back of us after making a pretty late stop. He has probably the freshest tyres out of anyone so far this Grand Prix, and that is shown as he goes straight around the outside of us at Blanchimont. So very grippy intermediate tyres on that Red Bull. However, he does lock up strangely into the bus stop, and we managed to get P7 back off of him. So we are actually in a very good points paying position at the moment, and it looks like Massa and Ricciardo are going to have a bit of a battle here. And on coming into the final corner of the final lap, Massa has gotten Ricciardo. However, unlike the Australian, it does look like we won't have to worry about our position as we run up to the line. It's going to be P7, so a very good result in the Belgian Grand Prix. So there we go, a very bipolar Belgian Grand Prix weekend as we go from 20th to 7th in the Grand Prix. Hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like and comment down below, and as always, please do subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I've been Elite Crashy. Goodbye.